Hello, you guys, in any way, and ladies and everything else. Another little video about the cockpit. I went ahead and got it all. I got things glued down in it. Finally, everything is pretty well where it's going to be. And this is why I like to scratch build and build my stuff, guys. This thing to me looks pretty amazing. And you can actually do this. Is a lot of this stuff is made out of paper, and a lot of it is cast resin parts. It's about, I'm going to say it's about a 50-50 in scratch built. And actually realistically saying with the cockpit kit that it's a complete 100% scratch build. But what I did is I had iFly Achilles make and print these in quarter scale for me. He has the files to do more of them, but the main thing is that I still had to get this, and it took some time to get this done. Um, I was going to use an iFly Achilles complete kit and get the panel actually made and all that stuff like that. And then when I thought about it, I did not want something that looked like everybody else had. And also because of the fact is the mirror set did not this jet never had the intentions of ever being the intention of this jet to have a sliding canopy was never part of the deal. I did it because I like that detail, and I knew I was going to do this cockpit and get this done. And when you look at it, I mean, it does actually, when you get in and look at this thing, it does actually make you go, oh shit, there's a lot of work there. And there is. Noticeably, I use a lot of things that all these lights and everything are, guys, all that is they're not perfect. I know this, and I don't care if they're perfect. But all the knobs and all the extra stuff I put in for like the altimeter and all that stuff like that, it's a little bit long. But you know what? I'm going to live with it because there's so much it takes. One little tiny thing is not going to kill this build. And when you look at the jet, from when you go up there and you look at the jet, it doesn't look like it's like got like a lot of cut off cotton swabs. It doesn't look there. Somebody's going to look at this thing and go, oh shit. They're going to look at so many other things that they're going to go, wow, you can actually read the gauges. You can actually, wow, he's even got the freaking thruster reverser in that. Or wow, he's even got the landing gear indicators all turned on and all this stuff like that. He's got switch cards. He's got this. He's got actual switches and this and that. Oh wow, they got the ejection handles in the right place. They got that. These are the little things that I want this to go, because for one, this is not a master scale jet. It is a sport scale. And for a lot of the things in the shows I'm going to be doing with this, that kit is gorgeous. I mean, and it's all pretty much all made. It took a lot of planning and this and that. When you go and you look and the canopy's open, you're going to look in there and go, holy shit, look at that. Wow, he's even got the screws in there holding it all down. Whoa, look at this, man. That thing looks like it's actually bolted down. Wow, I can read the throttle. Wow, he's got the air brake friggin' actuator even done, and it's all it is a cut off piece of cotton swab. So those were perfect for buttons. And one thing is, I just want to show you guys that a $5 piece of cardboard, that's not paint. That is a Sharpie. That is Sharpie ink. It looks good. It gives it kind of a rough feel to it, and this. And then if you're doing the mirror sets, all the screws are these. And yes, it takes a lot of time. We got a lot of things. Got screws everywhere, things going on in every way. And this stuff is all glued in. These little paper, this little piece, this cover, that's nothing more than just a piece of paper. And it's folded. And that is a cover. on the real one. And it's just a little subtle detail. Okay. And so you get these, and this stuff is not setting up. I don't know why. But anyway, I need to quit messing with it and just let her cure and kick. And the thing is, there's a lot of little things and stuff that I did. When I made this out of aluminum, so it does show chips in it. I want that. I wanted that. It looks like it's been used. It looks like it's had decals removed. It looks like it's had a couple little things taken in and out. It's going to look like it's got a couple scratches in it. And that's exactly the idea and everything. That looks like an actual chip because it is an actual chip. And so, you know, these are little things that I'm doing on this. This is not supposed to be completely flat. It was never intended, but now everything is glued in. And, you know, to be a judge on these things, you know, when they come up there, you're going to see this much. And there's a lot more details that go in when the canopy is actually back closed. Do I dare do that? Yeah, might as well. When this is actually closed, it closes pretty good, but when it's on the ground, it'll be open this far. When they come in there, they're going to see the door tracks. They're going to see all these other little things that go in. There's some trimming to do. And the pilot, when it's flying, this will actually move forward and back. And yeah, there is some sanding to do on this part. The glass is only in to take and make sure that nothing is rubbing on the seats. And there are some other little details that are going to go behind there, but these are all basically done with paint, guys. This will all be painted black, and it'll only be painted black up to here. The rest of this will get it. And now we'll start getting the exterior done. Now that this is actually done, we can start concentrating on getting the fuselage detailed, start getting panel lines on everything else, getting the rest of the aluminum work done in there. But guys, this is the reality of doing this yourself, is because certain items cost a certain amount. Now, if you wanted these things made for an F-86 and all that, you're going to have to call or talk to Alex. And you're going to have to talk to him. You're going to have to tell him what you want. You're going to have to communicate with him. If you tell him you're doing them mirrors, this needs to be quarter scale, he will print these. It takes a while. That seat took about 5 days to make for him. And it's printed and it's beautiful. It's excellent quality. It's not that heavy. Even though the whole entire kit as a whole actually isn't. I counted on that. The reason being for it was I don't want any lead weights floating around getting in the turbine and all that. I wanted all the weight in the cockpit. As a matter of fact, any of the weight I put in will either go as far forward in the nose to actually right in this general vicinity. And so this comes off, and then we'll take and flip this off, and I will actually put some epoxy micro all the way through and around the whole entire tub area just to ensure it. But anyway, guys, I wanted you guys to see this. I've been posting it a lot on Facebook and this and that. And the reason I did not do a gray panel is because I didn't want a lot of bezels. I do have them, but I wanted to layer this in an effect to where I knew what the original was. And I do have some raised panels. I got some short ones in there, and this is just what I come up. This is my rendition of the F-86 cockpit, all done from my drawings that I've got. And considering this is actually the PF-86. It's an F-86, but this is the first version, A model, whatever you want to talk to. This is going to be the test version of all the things that went in. So there's a lot of different things and differences. And on a lot of the cockpits, yeah, a lot of them are gray, but an awful lot of them were black. And so we got that. Also, I got one other little trick up my dirty little, well, my hands are dirty. But anyway, guys, little things like this. Why one thing is doing one thing, I'm doing another with another. Anyways, guys, thanks very much for watching. And I will definitely be posting a whole lot more of what's going on this build as we come to the conclusion of the details are being done and the jet is getting closer to getting the fuselage and some of the other things done in paint. I will be flipping this over, start working on gear doors, start getting all these things that need to be done. All the mechanical stuff is being done now, as well as detailing on the fuselage. It's going to take a lot more time than what I allotted for it, but it is definitely there, and we're working it. So anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Thanks for being patient, and I'll see y'all in the funny papers.